शुक्लां भरधरं विष्णुं शिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्याये सर्वविघ्नोपशान्ते सर्वविघ्नप्रशमनं सरसिद्धिकरं परं सर्वजीवप्रणेतारं वन्दे चेतं हरिं समचरणसरोजं शान्तलीलाबुदामं जगन्नितपाणिं मण्डनं मण्डनानां तरुणतुलसीमाला कञ्जनं कन्दनेत्रं सदेवलहासं विठ्ठलं चिन्तयामि श्रीमत्सौभाग्यजननी स्तौतिलक्ष्मी सनातने सर्वकामफलावाप्ति साधनैकस्वाहं बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगता अजाड्यं वक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत् पूज्याय राघवेन्द्राय सत्यधर्मरताय च भजतां कल्पवृक्षाय नमतां कामधेनवे दुर्वादिध्वान्तरवये सज्जने दिरवेन्दवे श्रीराघवेन्द्र गुरुवे नमो अत्यंत दयालुवे. In this he says namo atyanta dayaluve. So about Rayara, when the shloka, when the shruti is being written, they say he is Sagara of Karuna. So for this, recently I'll just share a few of the incidents that most of you will be willing to hear about his grace. And again, this is not the glory or the mahime of Rayara. It is the glory, the mahime of Rayara Antargata, Mukhya Prana Antargata, Mula Hemachandra Swami. It is his grace that he sits inside Rayara and do all these happiness for the devotees who comes to him. So there is, if at all in the recent past, if you had been to India, in Udupi there is a Swamiji called Prima Swamiji from Udupi. So he will be doing the puja for next 1.5 years. So every paryaya it will be for 2 years. So now he has completed 6 months, so another 1.5 years he will be performing this. And his own experience, I'm just narrating the incident. The recent past, about few years back, around 5-6 years back, he had been to Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu there is a mutt, there is a temple, the Raghavendra Swami temple, which is called as Madi Mutt. Madi means, so they look for every single thing in terms of puja. So they come, they take the bath, they come with wet cloth, they will not touch anyone, they will directly go to Vrindavan, and anyone who wants to pray in this temple, in this mat, they have to come with wet cloth. Okay, they have to take bath, and with the same wet cloth, just rub your body, and then you have to do the prakara namaskaram inside. Okay, this is what. So our Swamiji, what we thought, what is this? Because normally in Rayara Mutt it is for the Vrindavan, the inside priests normally do this, okay? And the devotees will come and do the Pradakshina Namaskaram. But in Mantralayam and all they do by taking the bath and come in the wet cloth and do the Urala Seva, the Namaskaram and then Madasthana and all. But in this, in the Tamil Nadu, in the Chennai, which is the special temple, Mutt, and then he went there. So he had the darshan, and then when he was about to have the darshan and coming out, so he saw a person standing on the entrance of the temple. Looking at the temple, why you are standing there? Come inside to have. Oh, I cannot come. He says, why? You don't know the mahima of Rayara, he says. And the Swami says, yes, he is Agamya Mahima Loke. So his Agamya Mahima, so for us like a common people like us, even though I am a Swamiji, how would I know the experience the person is going to have? Yeah, that is true, but tell me what happened. So why you are thinking so? And he says, yesterday, so he just came the following day to the temple. Yesterday, I was there in the temple, I was there at home, and he is having a daughter, okay? She comes from the school. She's doing college or something, and she all of a sudden she asked 36,000. He tells the amount also. He asked 36,000 rupees to pay to the school, okay, as a college fees. He is really poor, so he doesn't have any way to gather immediately 36,000 rupees and to give it to the daughter. Okay, so he says, how can I give if you are going to ask all of a sudden that tomorrow you need it and I'm not able to give you. So, but still the way she put the request across, he wanted to go and ask somebody, but he cannot go to the bank because he doesn't have any bank balance. He's really poor, okay? But he used to come to the temple. But that day, when she asked, he came. So he has only one bank. So it is Raghavendra Swami Math. So he comes. He is such a stunned devotee of the Lord, of Raya. He comes to the mat, and he doesn't come inside again because he's not a pure Brahmin, and he has all these things. And then he doesn't see, and then he comes and he goes and he does the Pradakshina Namaskara on the outside. He doesn't come inside, but there is a prakara outside, and he comes and do the Pradakshina Namaskara in the outside prakara. And he comes and he puts the binna, but still he says to the Swamiji, it seems, I never asked for money. I never asked, but I felt, Swami Raghavendra, where should I go? Okay, where should I go? And somehow, by itself, my tears rolled down. Okay, that's what he says to our Swamiji. My tears rolled down, and then I just went around, and then I did my regular Pradakshina Namaskara, and then I sat there for 10 minutes. Okay, that's what he says. And then, not knowing what to do next, he goes back to the house. So, when he goes back to the house, his daughter is dancing in happiness. He says, Papa, I'm very happy. So, and then she takes the bundle of 36,000 rupees and says, Papa, I got 36,000 rupees. And then all of a sudden, he didn't know what to say, but he got into this happiness mode. He also thought, oh, amazing, you got it. Just now you asked, in the morning you got it. I'm really happy. But after a few minutes, he says, okay, who gave you? And then she says, yeah, some person came and gave it to me and went. He says, who? Can you please describe how he is? Is he wearing shirt? He is wearing pant, boots? What color? What color? Who is this person? Man, the girl says, Papa, just now this person came and gave, and he was wearing kavi, dhoti and the angavastram. Kavi color dhoti, he comes and gives the 36,000 and he goes. And she was shocked, and he goes out in search of the person, and the person is not there. And he tells our Swamiji, what should I say? And he cries and he says, only 3% knows about this particular problem. And it is exactly 36,000, not 20, neither 40 or neither 10. It is exactly 36,000 rupees, and the 3 people are himself, his daughter and Raya. Apart from that, no one knows. And see, Agamma Himaloke, Raghavendra, Mahayasha. So that's why even Appannacharya, when he was writing the shloka, whatever the Raghavendra Stotra, when he narrated, the Lord Haigriva from inside, he says, Sakshi Haya Sutrahi. Whatever is been, Bhuta Pretam Shachadi, Pida Tassana Jayate. Whatever problem the devotees are going to have, he is there to do the parihara, and no one till today has gone back empty-handed. And that is not only the thing. So this is the 347th year of celebration, right? 304. And his body, they say, so we have not gone inside the Vrindavan to prove that he is having the physical appearance, but still they say he went into Vrindavan Sashira. He didn't pass away, and it was not being put inside the Vrindavan, right? He went into the Vrindavan as Sashira Vrindavana. So they say it is Amalatmaka. So his body is Amalatmaka. It is not with dirt at all. So even the Mrittike that you are going to take from the Vrindavana, and if you think of Rayaru presence in the Mrittike, and it is there, that's what he says. So what happened? This is again to the same Swamiji, one of the priests, because this is driven by Palimaru Math. Okay, this is one of the 8 months. And this Palimaru Math will have their centers throughout India. So wherever the people wants to have Tirtha Prasadam, the people who are not going to take outside, they will have mud where they give the prasadam and they can have the darshan and they can stay also. So like this they have several centers. In one of the centers, the priest who are doing, I'm telling the Mahima of the Vrindavan mud. So they say Mritika, we call it as Mritika, that is nothing but the sand, the mud inside the Vrindavan. They say what the priest who was in one of the center, he says to our Swamiji, what happened, you know? The person, the priest, he himself, he had kept the Mritika, okay, of the Rayara in a place, where he keeps all the gods items, okay? And the laborer, the worker who cleans the utensils and all, so she comes, so normally they take the utensils and they clean it out. So there and all what we do is we take the mud and we clean, so the polish will be more fine. So we'll not take soap, detergent and all. So normally we take tamarind and then the mud and then rub and the results will be up. It will be perfect. So this lady was cleaning it and there he had kept the mritika also. And he says to that worker, the lady, please don't take that, it is Rayara mritika. And then he goes. And she herself, hey, this mud, why? This mud is mud, okay? There's nothing like a mritika of Rayara and all, and she takes it for cleaning the utensils. So it is a small mud, this thing, mritika. She cleans everything and gives. And he comes back and he sees the mritika is not there. Immediately he says, what did you do? This is from Mantralaya, you get the mritika. What? So, priest, what is this? It has been used for the cleaning. He doesn't say anything and he goes out. That night, she sleeps and she gets rashes on all over the body and she is crying like anything, as if somebody is beating in a stick. So she gets so much beating that with all the rashes on the body, in the next day morning, that's early morning, he is there still asleep at 4 o'clock, 4:30, she is not able to tolerate. She comes to the temple where the priest is staying and she prays the priest, I just cannot tolerate the rashes, the beatings that I get in the night. Says, what happened? So she says, maybe this is what has happened. What is happening because of the thing that I have done in the morning. So he says, so I told you not to do, what is this? So then he says, come, you will go and he tells what happened in the dream. This is what she says. And she again says, I cannot make out the face, but I only see saffron stick which is coming and beating me like hell. And then immediately he thinks about Rayara and he says, do the parihara for the mistakes that you have done. So, and again he says to the Swamiji, this is what the real experience. It is not just saying the mritika of the Lord is nothing or for the Rayara is nothing. It is because the Antargata Mukhya Prana Antargata Mula Ramachandra Swami is what is having the power, and he drives and to make sure that all the devotees are going to be catered with whatever wants they need, but to make sure that the bhakti is being increased day by day towards the Lord's feet, not to forget our Lord Antargata Mula Ramachandra Swami and to have him pray every day. Okay, so this is a small incident that I would like to share with you, where we have thousands of instances that happens every single day. And you can see even the Rayara Mritika is sitting and he has gone to Sri Lanka and all parts of area. So the people, whoever I speak in the temple, they are all aware of Rayara. So this is what the greatness, and it is not because that he wants the praise, it is because towards the bhakti of the Lord's feet, everyone are being requested to get into the path of Godhead and to think about the Lord. Hare Srinivasa. Now we will follow with the Archana and then the Mahamangala.